Hi everybody, it's me, Bonkai922. I got paid yesterday. Ooh, pretty good sum. Found out like what they took out with taxes and everything. It was a lot, but I thought it was gonna be like 100. It wasn't as much as that. It was actually under $100, and I was like really surprised. But anyway, that's that, and this is this. Few more reviews to do, aside from the two that I want to do, which is Leftovers Afterthoughts review. And I know it's really late for that. And Elia. It ended like this past weekend. So I want to do a review on that. Yeah, I'm serious. But let's get into this. After this will be Hunter x Hunter. Magi. Okay, this chapter, this was pretty crazy. Sinbad, man, he threw a major shot. Sinbad just basically took out a rocket launcher and he pointed at Kouen and he pulled the trigger. That's basically what he did. Now, the thing that I don't understand and I don't fathom even at this point is this. I guess Cinderia, I don't know about with Mu and his country, but at least these two guys, apparently they don't give a fuck if the world is destroyed. I mean, Cinderia, all right, I can see that they're willing to go and stop, you know, because they're like the good side. They're like part of, you know, you could say they want to stop the world from being destroyed. And then you have the Co-Empire, and they don't give a fuck about this. They only care about their main country and the whole Cohen's the main king kind of thing. But Sinbad, holy shit! Now you said I heard what I said when I said rocket launcher. He just fucking nuked Kouen. He put him on the spot big time. Now I will state what he said specifically. And Sinbad was actually, which I was actually surprised to a certain extent, but I had a feeling he was going to. He actually wants to do this alliance. He wants this treaty, this peace treaty, so on and so forth. And the thing about it is that, and this is what was funny, because Sinbad, Aladdin asks him, so you're willing to coincide with Ko and work with them? And like, no. He says no, and instead goes on to say, I'm not sure about that because the Co-Empire is tharmen itself. I was like, yo. I wanted to do a King of Lightning yo there. And I wonder when King of Lightning reviews this, what he's going to say. Because, like, if he did review it, but that was just... But don't get me wrong, Kouen responded. That's basically what this chapter felt like. It felt like Sinbad going after him, Kouen saying a few things, and Kouen basically, his response to that, okay, basically he responded it by saying that he didn't know about, well, we can call her Arba now. I'm going to call her Arba. I'm not going to call the other name because it's hard to pronounce. He didn't know about her and what she was doing and the vile things she was doing. So that was his response to it. And he intends to take care of it, according to him. Now, at the end of this chapter, yo, Judar. Now, here's the funny thing I want to mention here. It looks to me like Judal might join them. Because the thing with Hakureyu. And the thing about it is I don't think Hakureyu is there. He might be there, but that's a far-fetched idea. Now, when this is all done, this summit, which is now going to get really crazy next week with the whole Judal appearance, I wonder what happens. Because here's what I'm noticing. And tell me what you guys think about this. And it could just be me. But it seems to me like Alibaba is willing not to go back to Sinbad. He's actually considering, because like he was like, talking to Kouen and stuff, and it felt like, yeah, he's not, but the main part was what Kouen stated, and my problem with Ko is that they feel, I understand their country and everything, but here's the thing. You have to put that to aside. Well, you should at least try to put that to aside, because you have to deal with this. You can't just you can't put power over saving the world. I'm sorry. Uniting the world and making it into one thing, country, give or take, that could come later. I'm sorry, but that could come later. You need to deal with tharmen. What Aladdin stated was that remember during the Magus Diet arc, that space where the medium came down, that's not closed. That hole's not closed. So if they made another medium, it could come down and destroy everything. And we go back. You can go back to that arc. Was Kouen able to stop the medium on his own? No, he wasn't. So it's a matter of saying that I feel that it is necessary. People are going to say in the comment section, yeah, they have their own countries. They're doing this. They might be doing that, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to this. Are you willing to risk the fate of the world because you feel that this is more important than that? I'm just saying. This goes, I'm not just talking about Kouen, I'm talking to Cinderia as well. Both of them. Come on. But I will say this. When he said that, oh shit. That was so fucked up. What Sinbad suggested was that he leave Kouen. Like, he put that organization behind him. But as I said, he explained it in the chapter, Kouen, the whole story. And so on and so forth. And there was also an explanation saying that that in order to create a single human open community, we don't mind using any power, no matter if it was God or the devil. And here's the thing about it. The Ko Empire feels too much. And this is one thing I want to mention in this review. You could say it feels too much like Solomon group. And you saw what happened there. It doesn't work out very well. And if they think they can go about it in the same way, it's just wrong. And then that's when Alibaba got involved during this scenario, and he went up to Kouen and he says, he basically brought up that if the world is bad, it's just going to end up just like Aladdin showed us. Then I will gladly fight together with you, even if my opponents will be my siblings. You would also do the same to protect the people of your country, right? And the other thing that Kouen said in this chapter, which was kind of interesting, um, he says, "You made me listen to a good story, but now I've lost all interest in you." And then he brings up that he does know somebody, and he brings up the fact of the sinister power in impure armor, which I've mentioned before. Now, that's when Judal shows up. So you can see, at least with Kouen, I don't like how he does shit at sometimes, but at least I know, at least we all know, that he knows that this needs to be dealt with. He might still want to do, one nation, blah, 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 but at least we know that he's willing to do that. And that's actually when Judal shows up. Now, Judal, I think next week, he's going to join them. Yeah. This summit is going to get really crazy. And I wonder where Aladdin, Alibaba, and Morgiana are going to go from here. Because, especially Aladdin, because if there's got to be something focusing on here, because you have Sindria, Ko, and the country Mu, and the finalists are from. I forgot that name. You wonder where that's leading down to. And another thing, but like I said before, I don't know if Hakureyu's there. So, this whole scenario is very interesting. We had an interesting, argument between Kouen and Sinbad that resulted in a war of words, if you will. And now, it looks like something's definitely going to have to be done here. And my thoughts on it is, I think Aladdin is going to have some words with Judal. But Judal is essentially, he's going to join them. I'm telling you right now, he's going to join them. And when he showed up, he basically stated, that was a stupidly boring story, but will you finally accept me as one of your friends? Things seem to have become interesting. So you could see that Judal, I get that name confused, is willing now to, become friends with Aladdin. I think this is back to the fact that Judar has changed from the last time he fought Aladdin. So, that too. But this was a good chapter, 4.5 out of 5. This is like the crossroads. I think this is like decision time for everybody. For especially for Aladdin and with Alibaba, because it's decision time. Now, question remains is if Alibaba, because Alibaba has to tell Morgiana and everybody else what has happened, what is going to go down. And as far as Aladdin is concerned, I wonder if he's going to willingly go with Alibaba. There's a lot of questions to be answered, but from what I can see, Judar is probably going to want to join them in this, whatever this crusade is against Tharmen, because it doesn't seem like he's with them, according to his comment. So, yeah, should be interesting. That's all I got for you guys. But I still think Sinbad, yo, he just fucking threw a shot at them. But then Kouen came out and he responded. So it was like, you felt like a debate, kind of like a debate of words, Sinbad and Kouen. It was great. It was great. So, like I said, 4.5 out of 5. Next week should be awesome. Magi's gonna get really fucking good. I can't wait for it. I'm Bonkai922. I'll check you guys later. Peace.